Hey, it's Mark here, and I wanted to shoot this quick video because it's a topic that came up in a conversation this morning that I was having with someone talking about trying to balance, learning versus what you should be doing. And this is important because there has to be that balance, between your time, and you actually taking steps, you actually implementing things. And so I'm going to talk about that if I could, just for a couple minutes. Because here's where she found herself stuck. She said that she will often pick something that she wants to learn about, and she continues in this perpetual cycle of doing nothing but learning. And she almost never takes the time to actually implement. And the one thing I said to her was that she is not alone. We all do that. But the question is, how do you get yourself out of that cycle of learning, and actually doing or implementing? And so that's what I want to talk about today, if I could. And so there has to be a balance, right, between the two. You've got to decide, okay, once I learn something, do I continue to learn, and do I stop at that point, and do I take action to make something happen within my business? And, our brains often get cluttered with all the shit that we learn, and we don't do anything with it. And so it's my hope today that I'm going to help you get beyond that, and so that you can start taking some action, right? But look, we all get inundated with stuff that happens all around us. So, there's Facebook, and we're scrolling through the news feed, and we're looking at, cat videos, and, who did this weekend, and who did what. And it's a bunch of shit that doesn't matter because, you know what? It doesn't advance your business, right? But the things that do matter, that you are learning, that do advance your business, the problem is that you learn it, and then we don't take any action to make it happen. And, I'm one of those people, I actually have to focus on making sure I don't actually screw that up. Because I'm a member, of some forums where there are like-minded people like me who are out there. And, our focus is on staying current on what's happening in the marketplace. And so I spend my time doing that so that I can then bring it to you to help you grow your business. But the problem is that if I don't stop and leave those forums alone, I could be consumed with all the shit that happens in there, good, bad, and ugly, and wind up not implementing anything. So there's a strategy that I've actually employed that seems to work. And I want you to start with this strategy too. And I call this the one-to-one strategy. And that is, you do 1 hour of learning, and then you do 1 hour of implementation. Okay? So you learn something and for an hour, and then you spend an hour actually implementing that one thing. Now, if you want to get really good at this and blow the socks off your competitors and learn more in a week than the next entrepreneur will in the next 3 weeks, then employ this strategy. Learn for 1 hour and then do for 2. Okay? So you're going to learn for 1 hour and you're going to spend 2 hours implementing. And if you do that, you will start to see your business move forward in ways that you never thought was possible. And here's why. Take, for example, your typical, do-it-yourself home project. Now, I know when I bought my first house and I was remodeling this entire thing, I would watch a video or I would buy a book on a project, and they would say that this project should take you 3 hours. Well, it didn't take me 3 hours. It took me 9. By the time I made the trips back and forth, to, the home improvement store and then the other hardware stores, trying to find all the things I needed to make this thing work, it took way more than 3 hours. And you know what? You're going to find the same thing happens in your business when it comes to learning something new. It's going to take you longer to implement than anything else. But you know what? You are at least trying to implement. And that is the key to it all. That is what makes it happen for you. And so I find myself doing that on a regular basis. I will learn for an hour. I will do for 2. I will continue that throughout the course of the day if it's something new that I'm learning. If not, then I keep working on that one thing that I've learned until I've mastered it or until I've actually completed that task. And you should do the same thing. So remember, 1 hour of learning, 1 hour of implementation, or 1 hour of learning and 2 hours of implementation to get started with. And then once you get really good at that, once you get really good at saying my hour of learning is up, now I'm going to move to implementation, you will find that you are moving the needle in your business, and you're able to stay focused and actually take some action. So I hope this works for you. And if it does, do me a huge favor. Let me know in the comments what you like about this. So if you want to join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs who are focused on getting clarity, getting focused, taking action, and launching a legitimate business, then click on the link in the description and come join our Facebook group, where you will get tons of tips and tricks and a ton of support from people who are willing to help you advance your business by making sure you get clarity, get focused, and you're taking action. All right, we look forward to seeing you in the group. Bye.